Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Kadzai. Yes, if you're new, welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, if you're new, subscribe, like, comment, etc. So guys, in this video I am going to be telling you guys everything you need to know before you study biomedical science, because you guys already know I am in second year Biomed in Manchester, and I can't lie, the course is just a bit all over the place. Like it's nothing like I imagined, like when I was picking it back in sixth form. So this video is literally just going to be telling you guys everything you definitely should know and you need to consider before applying for biomedical science. So yeah, I feel like the first thing is when you're applying for biomedical science, and you go on UCAS and you're looking at unis, etc, you always need to check if the biomedical science course is accredited by the Institution of Biomedical Science, the IBMS. That's like very crucial. Like that, I think that's the biggest thing. You always need to check if the biomedical science course you're picking is actually accredited by the IBMS, because the IBMS basically I don't really know how to explain it, but the course just needs to be accredited by them for you to actually graduate and then train and build your portfolio to be a biomedical scientist. That's like the most important thing, because for example, if you have now gone to a uni where the course isn't accredited for, and you now try and start build your portfolio, they might now ask you to do certain courses because you might have not done all the courses that they require you to do. So I feel like you really need to check that the uni you're going to is accredited for. I know universities like University of Manchester, their biomedical science course actually isn't accredited for, and the reason why theirs isn't accredited for is because they want their students to learn like a wide variety of things, and then try and like basically give people the option to do whatever they want. Whereas, for example, a university like mine, whereas Manchester Met, the course is accredited, so that means that there's compulsory units that the IBMS has set that my uni obviously does. So I feel like that one is probably the biggest thing. Like you need to do your research when it comes to IBMS accreditation. And most unis will tell you at the bottom, it will have the little IBMS symbol and it will say IBMS accredited. So I feel like it's really important to know. Personally, I'm not too sure how big of a difference the IBMS and the IBMS accredited course and the one that's not accredited, I'm not too sure what the difference is, because obviously I haven't graduated, so I haven't really experienced that to talk about too much. But from what I've seen so far, I feel like that is a very important thing. The next thing that I think is very important is you really need to ask yourself, why are you choosing biomedical science? Like, I get it, like more time you're 17, 18 years old, you're still in sixth form, you're still in college, and you know, you're just Googling courses and you're just trying to understand like what's this, what's that, and then maybe someone might speak to you that's done the course before and it sounds a bit exciting and you're like, wow, okay. I feel like there's a difference in you being really interested in a course, like you're really interested and it just sounds so cool and so sick, like compared to you actually having a passion for a course. And I feel like that is a lot of people on my biomed course. Like a lot of people actually just like science, but it's like I feel like that's not even enough motivation for you to just pick the course, because once you've now entered the course and it's getting a bit deep and like the content is getting a bit hefty, you just won't care. because you don't actually like what you're learning. So I feel like you definitely need to do your research. And by do your research, I don't mean just go to open days and walk around the lab where everything is all pretty and they're trying to, and the uni's obviously trying to advertise, oh yeah, come to the uni, yeah, good vibes, the lab looks all nice, whatever. No, like that is not doing your research. That is you going to an open day and someone basically selling a product to you in a way that's gonna seem admirable. Like, I feel like you need to actually speak to people that are currently or have done the course that you want to do, because you're going to end up in a situation where you like science but you don't like science enough for you to actually be working to the best of your abilities, which is a lot of people in biomedical science. Like, guys, when I tell you, so many people just hate the course so much because they've now come to uni and they've now realized, okay, this is not actually what I want to do, because there's just no drive for it. Like, you realize that, I feel like it's like a spectrum. It's like there's like thresholds in it. Like, you can like kind of like something. You can like something enough to apply for it to study at uni, but then you might not necessarily like it enough to actually fully pursue it. It's like, you're paying £9,000. You need to like what you're doing. If you don't, you have a very big problem. So yeah, a lot of people tend to be in this case where it's like, it's now second year of biomed, the content is getting a bit heavy and you just don't care. You're not putting effort in, like, you just don't care because you don't have the drive, the passion, the force to do it. Like, and now you just don't care. So I feel like you really need to understand why you want to study the topic, because once it gets difficult, that's when you're gonna want to jump out. Like, So I feel like it's really important for you to actually understand why you want to study the course. Third thing is, I don't know if it's false advertisement. Like, I don't know what it is yet, but initially when I applied for Biomed, I thought there was going to be a lot of practicals. Like, for example, you guys that do A-level biology, like A-level biology, you had a practical every 2 weeks max. Like, I think in total there was like 12 to 18 practicals in AQA. So A-level biology, you had practicals all the time. Practicals are fun. Who doesn't love a practical? Like, it takes off tension off the actual studying. Like, sometimes you need a practical just to lift the mood up. I can count with 2 of my fingers how many practicals I have done in uni, and I've been here for like a year and a half. Like, guys, like in first year of Biomed, I only did like, fair enough, it was COVID times. I had online practicals, like I had online stimulations as practicals. Like, I was thinking, this is not what I signed up for. Like, because the advertisement was like, oh, okay, you're going to be in the lab, you're going to have this certain percentage of practicals. And I was like, wow, yeah, okay, practicals, yay, I love practicals, whatever. I now get to uni. Why have I only done 3 practicals in 1 year? Can we discuss that? And now that I'm in second year, how many practicals have I even done? I've only done 3 practicals. 2 or 3. I've only done, yeah, because I had 3 practicals in my first 6 weeks of uni. That was the first topic. And then the second topic, I had no practicals at all. So if you think you're doing biomedical science because you like lab-based work, you love being in the lab, blah, 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 you're not gonna be in the lab. You're not gonna be in the lab. I'm so sorry, you're not in the lab. It's literally, Biomed is literally 4-hour lectures and vibes. At one point, I used to have lectures like basically every single day. I'd have lectures Monday, I'd have a lab on Tuesday, Wednesday I'd have a drop-in session, Thursday lectures, Friday I'd have a tutorial where we practice, do practice MCQs. Do you know how much? Okay, let me not even start that topic. But yeah, in terms of labs, guys, there's no labs, there is literally no labs. Like, I don't attend labs. Like, they just don't exist. Like, and I don't know why they don't exist, because it's like, you advertised that there were going to be labs, so where are they? I don't know. Maybe it's COVID and they're just trying to limit contact. Maybe that's what it is, but it's kind of disappointing. The fourth thing that you need to know about studying biomedical science is, I can't lie, let's not forget guys, it all depends on what uni you go to. This is based off my own uni experience. I'm going to uni in Manchester. Let me move this chair back for like 2 seconds. This is based off my own experience in it. It's either you're gonna have 2 days of lectures a week, or you're gonna have 4 days, like I previously said before. There was one point where like I said before, I would have a lecture on Monday from 9 AM to 11, an hour gap, 12 till 2, Monday. Tuesday, I now have a 2-3 hour lab, fine. Wednesday, I now have a drop-in session, whether it's with my tutor, whether it's a tutor meeting, whether it's a drop-in session where you can ask questions, or whether it's like it's something called a pals meeting. Okay. Thursday, 9 AM to 11, 12 till 2. Friday, tutorial, MCQ, whichever one. Do you know how much of a hefty timetable that is like? I'm so sorry, why am I somehow doing uni every single day? Like, it's just a bit too much. Like, there's actually times when the workload is just a bit unbearable. Like, you kind of need to have discipline, because if you don't have discipline, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you're not gonna start attending certain things. And once you start not attending certain things, you're never going to attend them again. There's no, I'm going to try again next week. You're not going to try again next week, because that's how it starts. It just starts off by missing that one lecture. Once you've missed the one lecture, you're going to do it again and again and again. And guess what? You have formed a habit. So it's just so easy for you to just get lost, and just, because it's a bit too much. Like, I get it, they're asking for too much. You want me to do uni work every single day, and on top of that, you want 2 hours of revision per lecture. Like, I'm sorry, I have a life. When am I supposed to work? So I would say the workload can be a bit hefty, but then there's times where I'll only have unis on Monday and Thursdays. So I feel like it depends on the topic that you're currently studying. The next thing is, you need to research what topics your uni, like your uni that you've chosen, what topics that they offer. Like, for example, if a uni is just, you can just tell that they're really heavily based on research, and then they really like cells, they really like a certain part of biology. Like, if a uni, just their modules are really biology based, that's one thing. There's other unis where there's a lot of chemistry, and it's really chemistry based. And then there's even some unis that have physics. Like, guys, I remember in first year, we had like a physics, like, this was even during COVID, so it was like an online lecture. It was even pre-recorded, so we weren't actually taught it, we had to teach it ourselves. The guy, I don't even know what, I can't remember exactly what he was teaching us, but he was like, okay, like, here's some basic physics, and just so you can understand the concept. You know, when they say basic physics, they're not talking about year 3 physics, like when you're in primary school. When they say basic physics, they mean A-level physics. I did not study A-level physics. I don't know what you're talking about. And even in first year, like, you'll be hearing the maddest equations of what I was hearing, equations that I have never heard of before. I was thinking, right, okay, like, do I really need to know this? I think it was about breathing and the airways, like how to calculate certain stuff. Like, I was thinking, hey, do I really, at one point, guys, you know when you're new to uni, like, they're like, do extra reading. I was doing extra reading. Do you know how many equations I had written down on one sheet of paper? And I was trying to remember it, because they were like, extra reading, blah, 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 blah. And I was trying to be a good student, do extra reading, etc, 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 etc. Ooh, that extra reading nearly killed me, man, nearly killed me. But you definitely need to see what modules that they do, because some modules are chemistry based, some are biology based, some are statistics, some are physics. Like, literally, you don't know. So if you haven't done A-level chemistry, for example, we had a chemistry exam in first year, a pure chemistry exam. but some of it was A-level chemistry, some of it was chemistry I've never heard of in my life. I've just never seen it before. Now I'm now sat doing it's not even A-level chemistry at this point, because I never seen it before and I did A-level chemistry. So you really need to know the modules, because you might have a chemistry module and you've never done chemistry before in your life, and now you'll start learning something completely new that you've never even heard of before, and it just gets a bit long. But like, there's people that obviously have done A-level biology and chemistry. I feel like doing A-level chemistry and biology really does help, because in first year, A-level chemistry and biology is what's carried me. It's literally what carried me. Wow, that grammar was not making sense. Yeah, A-level chemistry and biology is literally what carried me. I only did AS chemistry anyways, but even that was enough, guys. Like, even AS chemistry was enough to carry me specifically for first year. So I would say doing A-levels really does help in terms of exams and in terms of discipline, because I feel like with A-levels you at that point you just have to grow up and just have discipline. You had to be revising every single day to understand that. So when you come to uni and you're learning certain topics that you've already learned at A-levels, it does make the transition a little bit easier. Whereas I do have some friends that did applied science. Yeah, I have some friends that did applied science. They did find some content a bit harder to learn. Like, for example, like if you're learning inorganic chemistry for the first time in your life, first year of university, and you've never heard of it ever in your life, you're going to struggle. Like, I get it, you're gonna struggle. So doing A-levels definitely does help with biomed. Another thing with, guys, I got some of my friends to tell me like what they think that people should know. This one I think is a really big one. Probably one of the biggest ones. I should mention it first. Studying biomedical science does not guarantee you a job as a biomedical scientist. And listen, I can guarantee you 80% of people don't even know that study biomed. Studying biomed does not guarantee you a job as a biomedical scientist. Why? Because when you graduate, you basically need to complete a 2-year, I don't know if you can shorten it, but you basically need to complete a training portfolio. And this is when basically the institution, they have like a set of requirements that you need to do, and training and research and skills that you basically need to do and build up for you to actually be an accredited biomedical scientist and actually work in hospitals. So I know someone said it was 2 years, but I know some people that have been doing it for a couple of years. It's a bit tight because you're actually not guaranteed a job, like, and no one is gonna come and tell you, because you just think, okay, once I graduate, I'm gonna be working in the lab as a biomedical scientist, or I'm gonna be working in the NHS as a biomedical scientist. Sorry, I'm here to tell you not, because you need the training for it, and the training is external. It's not part of your uni course. Your uni course doesn't train you for that. Hence why people do stuff like placement years, and then some people just try and build their portfolio after they graduate, which is what a lot of people do tend to do. So I feel like this is just really important. Like, once you graduate, you're probably not gonna go straight into being a biomedical scientist in the NHS, because you need to complete your NHS training, etc. But guys, once you've graduated with Biomed, I feel like it's such a great course because you can do so much with it. Like, if you plan it out properly and you get your execution on point, yeah, you can do so much. Like, I know you can apply for a physician's associate, you can apply for PA, you can apply for the scientist training. Yeah, so you can apply for PA, you can apply for the scientist training program. that one is even fully funded by the NHS, and it's like a guaranteed job after, but it's really competitive. Like some posts will only have one post, so imagine you're now competing against the whole country of the people that have done biomed, and there's only one post. Like it's very competitive. Like STP is so competitive, like because the people in 3rd year right now are currently applying for it, so they must have sent emails out, and I think they sent me an email by accident. So I had a look at it just to see like the statistics, just to see like, you know, what's it saying, like, you know, what jobs are going. I can't lie, the jobs sound really cool, like, but like it's just so competitive. Like it'll be one post or some. I saw one with 8 in London. Maybe it's because it's a bigger hospital, but the STP is basically fully funded by the NHS. They train you, and I think you get paid whilst you work as well. Some even pay for your travel. Like I know the London ones pay for your travel as well. That's another option once you graduate from Biomed. Obviously you can build your portfolio other ways by just getting work experience from labs and completing your training privately. Or there's obviously graduate entry medicine. I know a lot of people on the biomedical science course that want to apply for medicine. So that is basically an accelerated version, so it's a 4-year course. So yeah, there's a lot of career routes in biomed, to be honest. Yeah, so you just have to make sure that you're really doing this for yourself. You're not doing this because it's convenient, or it's the easier route, or you just happen to end up doing it, because things don't just happen, shy. You're picking and choosing. Like at the end of the day, it's actually your life. It's not free. It's £9,000, 9,000 British Queen Elizabeth pounds. That's a lot of money. You can put that on a house, a mortgage, raise your kids. You don't have to be a uni shy. But yeah guys, honestly, that is all from me. Thank you guys for watching my video. I really hope that this video was informative, because I feel like when you're in 6th form, yeah, you're not really thinking about these things. You're not thinking, oh, let me actually properly do my research. You're just a bit excited that you're going to uni, you got accepted onto a STEM course. You're not really thinking, okay, in 3 years time, once I graduate, what job do I want? What career path do I want? Do I want to work in the NHS? Do I want to work for a pharmaceutical company like Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson? Like, you don't know. You just don't know. Like, so I feel like you just need to make sure that you're taking the time to know and to do your research, because it's important. Because right now, as much as I don't regret choosing biomed in it, but there's times where it's honestly the most boring thing in the world, and then there's times where it's the most exciting thing in the world. Balance. So yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want more videos about the course, honestly, message me, DM me. My socials are, you know where to find them. My socials are always there. Yeah, if you want more videos based on uni, anything you need to ask, like, honestly, comment down below, do whatever, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah guys, I will see you guys later, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.